We had a place in my mom's basement, rehearsal space, and I think that was actually gonna be we were rehearsing for our first studio demo.
We were pretty prepared when we went in.
For some reason, when we went on to record our Carrion EP, we thought it'd be a good idea to record in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and do a straight 24-hour session of recording, nonstop.
It was my first real studio experience, and it was an extreme crash course. 24-hour session, really kind of testing your will and your ability to focus when you do no sleep sessions like that.
It was great. We just got on there, and the guy, I think the producer's name was Tommy Roberts. We always called him Tommy Rock, and it was so funny. In a 24-hour period, that guy would go from clean shaven to like beard. It was amazing.
That was our first time in a real studio, and we did it 24 hours straight. It's very foggy to me. I remember doing my drum tracks in a couple hours. They put a big muff distortion pedal on my snare drum, which I thought was very weird, but then it turned out sounded pretty killer.
It was so crazy, stressful, fun, pretty much delirious.
We had access to different amps and different gear, which was a first for us. We also worked with an engineer who really knew what he was doing, so that was a plus. Wasn't real experienced with metal on the level that we were doing, so there was some bit of confrontation in that regard for what I had envisioned for the album and in comparison to what he had envisioned for the album.
Really good guy, positive reinforcement, but I don't feel like he ever helped us. He never gave his input on what we were doing, and I think maybe we were a little heavier than what he was used to, because I think he'd worked with bands like Soul Asylum and a lot more of the kind of like indie rock bands that had been going on at the time.
We had some spats about what was what, but in the end we came together with some amazing music.
He had that kind of energy where that makes sense. Now, being that that I am 50, there is no way if someone said, hey, we have this really cool idea, we're going to record for 24 hours straight, are you in? I'd be like, I'm going to bed.
I just remember napping here and there and waking up to whoever was playing at the time. It's not easy to put out a whole EP or demo, mix and master in 24 hours, and then drive home and nap. It was crazy.
But in the end, I think it turned out pretty well, and I think it was a testament of us just really having our material down and knowing what we were doing.
But I also feel like that to the Carrion EP, I feel like that's what really lent to the raw nature of that recording. I mean, it is like brutal. It is like, there's not like any piecing together. It is like straight up, you're playing it all the way through in one take, and you're doing it as many times as it takes to get that done. So that is really fun in the fact that it captures the true essence of what I think Suffer was, which was really raw Midwest death metal that was unrelenting and unapologetic.
Enemized.